The second annual Bedford Faith Fest is being held this year at Newnham Middle School, and about 600 school children are expected to learn more about all the various faiths that we have here in Bedford.
Last year we actually had a very successful Faith Fest, and that was held at the Civic Theatre in the town centre. And this year we decided that because it was very much children focused, that it'd be really, really good if we could have a school actually host the event for us. And luckily we've built up a brilliant relationship with Mrs Maxine Burrows, the head teacher here, and Mrs Donna Hannant, and they were very happy for Newnham Middle to actually host this year's event over the 2 days.
So, as head teacher, why is it important that Newnham School is involved here today?
Well, we believe very strongly in moral and spiritual education at Newnham, and it's one of our real strengths. And we felt it was important for us to host this because it gives a really good opportunity for the children from Newnham and from the schools in the local area to be able to see all these different faiths working together.
We've actually got 8 schools that are coming to visit over the 2 days, and we have 9 of the major faiths in Bedford that are actually going to be here for the children and their teachers to actually speak with and interact with this morning.
Why are you here and why do you think it's important?
Well, I think, we've got a very mixed community in Bedford. It's important we understand each other's faiths and the communities. This is a good example of how we can do that. And last year, I think, was very successful. We've got, I've been told, 600 children coming here today, which is excellent, to try and understand each other's faiths and where the communities come from and how we can get on better with each other.
Well, the tree is a very important symbol for Baha'is because it represents the unity of mankind. Mankind, the whole of mankind is seen as one tree. We're all united, and yet we're all like leaves on one tree.
And what will you be asking the children to do today?
We will ask them to think of the future, think of how the world could be improved, what changes that would make a better world, and to write their idea on a leaf and hang it on the tree.
And we're standing in front of a tree for looking forward and wishing for good things for the future. What would your wish be for the future?
It'd be very glib to say a balanced budget, but I think in terms of trying to make sure we look after the most vulnerable in a society, we've got a big job to do there, and I hope we manage to do that to make sure the most vulnerable are actually protected and looked after.
The work of Bedford Council of Faith is very important as an interfaith setup in Bedford. As you know, we've been established for the last 20 years plus, and we like the children to get inspired by looking at different faiths, different things that have been exhibited today, and for them to take home a message that they've got lots of learning to do. As you know, Sikhs are learners, and so we are in the right school here, in Newnham School, and making the best of the school set up here.
I was actually a Methodist as I was brought up as a child, and I found a home in Quakerism because I wasn't told what to think. You could go into your Quaker meeting and you could find your own sense of peace and the sense of God within you and share it with others who, perhaps coming from different backgrounds, were able within the silence to feel that all the differences could be met and the different needs could be met in the silence.
What are you going to be doing with the children today?
We're going to be drawing attention to a £5 note because there's a picture of Elizabeth Fry, Quaker, on it, and the story about her.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to talk to all the religions represented here today, but the children will certainly have a great opportunity to explore, to ask questions, and it should bring the subject of comparative religion alive, which is something I never had when I was at school. This is Judy Oliver from Local News TV.